Buenos dias and welcome to our home. We are the Pseudo family in Creel, Mexico, and we're down here serving the Lord in the Sierra Madre Mountains of Mexico, central Mexico, in the state of Chihuahua. We are blessed to have an opportunity to do outreaches to many villages here. There's opportunities that we've been able to, that God's provided for us. Another missionary family here that does water projects and has allows us to go with them, and I help, and Ryan, and we're able to have an open door to some villages we may not have an opportunity to get into because of this, and to preach the word. We do outreaches weekly and have 2 services here in our home. We have recently been approached by an indigenous pastor that all of you who came down here to Creel know, Chico. He came by, he's been coming by our home and has just expressed an interest to work with us. He just feels the Spirit of the Lord when he's here and in this place, and prayerfully we will be blessed. We'll be able to bless him this summer when our team comes in July and do some work at his home out in Choquito, Noragachi, which is about 3 hours away. He rides a bus up here with baskets and stuff to sell to get money so he can continue preaching out in the villages, and he's invited us to go with him, which we're blessed for. But his home is falling apart. It's one room. There's 14 people living in it. And the other night when he was here having dinner with us, he shared that he wished he was praying that it didn't rain that night because his wife was sleeping outside and he didn't have an uli, which is tarp, basically. And then our Sunday night service, Cheryl's going to tell you a little bit about.
We've started, kind of unofficially started a Calvary Chapel Creel. We've got a dove on the door, and everybody that sees it, going by, and we have our service times painted on the window. And so our main service is on Sunday evening right now, and it's going really well. It's usually just a real sweet time of fellowship and prayer and worship, and the study's just been really going well. People are really receiving the teaching style of Calvary, and it's neat to see how they hunger for the Word, and they're excited to get into it line by line and verse by verse, and they're studying ahead and ready for our discussion time. And I think the main thing that I notice about Sunday nights is it's never the same, and it's not predictable in any way. Sometimes we start on time, sometimes we start late, but it's always just a real sweet time with the Lord. We just really feel the presence. We pray for one another, and just are real sensitive to the way the Spirit is moving and what is needed by the group, and it's been really just a neat time.
And Carly is going to talk just a little bit about our Friday night youth service, which is going really good. I know the kids are blessed. Carly?
Well, on every Friday night, about 6:30, we do a youth Bible study, which there's about 15, 16 kids coming right now. And it's great because we have a time of worship, then we have a Bible study, and then we just have fun, goof around, and play games. So it's going really great, and we're all blessed.
And the kids have a great time. We play. Cheryl came up with a game called, we play volleyball inside, but they're seated in chairs and they can't get up, and so it's very competitive. We use a beach ball, and they have a great time downstairs, and then share a little snack or something afterwards. And then Katie is going to talk just a little bit about Apachochi and our outreach that we do, that you all have blessed so much, the children out there. But Katie?
Every Wednesday we go out to Apachochi and we play with the kids, and it's a lot of fun to play with them because they don't get tired, and they can just keep going and going and going. And it's a blessing to be able to go out there and preach the word to them, and it's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. When we go there, Katie was saying earlier that just the kids' faces when we drive up, they just light up, and many times they'll meet us a mile down the road to get a ride back up. So they run all the way up this hill and then ride back down with us, which is kind of fun. And now Ryan is going to talk about some of our visitors we have at our home. here in Creel. Right?
Sometimes we have kids from Apachuching to come in here and sit and watch movies in Spanish. Then they eat with us, and then that's about it.
They go home. But they'll stop by when they're in town, and they'll come inside and sit around and just visit, and it's just a joy, I know, from our family to have them here, and that they're so comfortable, and they have dinner with us, and it's a great time. I know for my family, prayer requests that we would have would just for us would be just to continue to be sensitive to God's Spirit and His direction in each of our lives, and just to continue to do His will, and to look to Him and focus on Him for our strength and for our guidance, and not fall into depending on ourselves. And so just prayer for guidance, direction for our lives while we're down here, and just continue ways that we can bless the people here, because that's what we're here for. We're just here to bless them and serve them in any way we can. Know that we miss you guys all. There's not a day goes by that I don't think of a member or many members of our congregation, my pastoral staff, and Pastor Jeff and Pastor Stacy and Ty. I miss you all. We hope to see you probably after the summer. Maybe we may get a chance to be able to come back to Pocatello for a little bit and just take a breath of fresh air and relax. And we'll have to see how that goes. We have a very busy summer planned, and we just thank you for all you've done for us. We're just blessed by you all. Thanks. God bless you all. Bye. Bye.